So psychology is a really important factor when trading, and it can have a big influence on whether a trader loses or whether they make money. You can have situations where someone or traders more often make the right decision. They have the right decision, they know and understand the direction that the price is going. But because they're getting pulled into the trade psychologically, it means that they close their profits too early and they don't close their losses early enough. I mean, there are some really common mistakes in trading that occur when someone is new to the markets. I've felt them myself. For example, when I was working as a dealer, I had to trade a 1 million Aussie dollar trade. It was a pretty simple trade, I just had to buy it. But I was waiting for the price to get better. And instead, over the course of that trading session, it was a New York trading session, it just got worse and worse. And it got to a point where it moved 100 pips against me. And so I'd lost $10,000 for the broker that I'm working with, and I just decided to close it out at that point in time. Now I was only a few months into the job. It was my first experience of dealing, and I got to experience what what a new trader experiences. It's very common to go to have a trade and to let your losses run against you, and it's not until you've actually felt that and realize what a big mistake that you've made is that you won't do it again, and you realize how important it is. So you always have to live it yourself, because you can be told, I could tell you now like the 3 biggest mistakes that new traders make, but not until you've actually seen it yourself and you felt that that feeling of losing so much money that you're not going to do it again. And believe me, I wouldn't let my losses run that far after experiencing that.
Did you get a rollicking for that?
$10,000 was the maximum we were allowed to lose in any trade. And fortunately, I had a very nice manager, and he's the one that said to me, this is what a new trader experiences as well. So it's good that you've experienced it. So you can understand that situation that traders are in at times. But I think it's the same in any trader, whether you're a trader at home or trading for a big bank or a broker. At some point you're going to experience a loss that you've made through your own mistake of not managing your risk properly, or being too arrogant, or however you want to describe it, to get out of the position sooner. I mean, I was literally relying on luck and my feeling, and I was gambling at that point. I wasn't looking at anything else. I was just looking at the price, and that's it. And it was going against me, and it wasn't until I got to my maximum risk that I got out the trade. And that happens, unfortunately, that does happen quite a lot with new traders, but you really only need to experience it once to realize that you shouldn't do that again.
Do you miss it?
So when I was working as a dealer, I was working as more of a risk manager. So I was given a position to look after, and I'd have to decide, where to place it in a market or not. I really enjoyed it from a learning experience. I had a good few years doing that, and it is fun. But I miss the aspect of actually communicating with real people, because you're in front of a computer all day looking at numbers, and even though I really enjoy the markets, I love the dynamics of it, and I also really like numbers because that's my background, but I enjoy communicating with people and talking with people. So dealing was good at the time, good to get to know the markets, but from a personality point of view, I needed to do something that mixed dealing and talking to people.